And then.
Who is that?
He was a.
Thank you. Yeah, today's, this is a security meeting, June 2nd, 2023. You'll take a minute to, look at the minutes. I've got a sign-in sheet going around. I thought I had everybody sign in, but I missed a couple. Take a look at the minutes while, PBSO can give us their report. Whenever they're ready.
Yes, sir. I'm just gonna unclip
That's
my.
okay, take your time.
All right. For the month of May, PBSO had 215 calls for service. And 31 of those calls actually generated a case number where a report was documented. The vast majority of those calls were 911 hangups, and they remain classified as such. So it inevitably did not turn into anything that required further documentation. And nothing of significant concern in those. We had one stolen vehicle, which I'll touch on here in a second. That stolen vehicle was out of Northampton. But I'm also still seeing a considerable number of fraud calls about fraud. It's still a considerable problem, and it's going on countywide. It's not just happening here within Century Village. The traffic report, we had 24 traffic stops, resulting in 37 citations and 10 written warnings. There were 4 accidents during that time period and 1 hit and run. I believe the last I checked with the traffic guys, whoever handled that hit and run, that they had a probable identification on who that was, and we're writing additional citations in regards to that. Cases of interest during that time period, again, we had, this is just a snippet, but 4 significant fraud related calls. In all of those, these were phone calls received or text messages that resulted in them returning those or making contact, and then they were asked to provide some payment for something that was amiss, or that there was a problem with their credit card, and if they gave information, it could be rectified, and they provided it and were then defrauded in those instances. There was the 1 stolen vehicle out of Northampton. We were talking about Flock earlier, was helpful in identifying when that left, and at a small image that was able to provide who was driving it at the time. It was the resident's girlfriend, more of a domestic interaction, but nonetheless, the car was taken all the way down south and utilized in Delray for some criminal activity.
Oh, Jesus.
But the proper people have been held accountable for that. And then last was a vandalism. There was a smashed out window over by Sussex K. There's, at this point right now, there's no known suspect with that. That's unknown at this time.
That's as a result of locking your car. If you leave your door unlocked, they won't break the window. They just open it right. Go on.
It's
Lock it,
true.
they beat the window out of it.
It's true. And it's unfortunate in today's world, you have to leave things unlocked and accessible to people. So now you have to make sure you remove everything from your vehicle when you do. But yes, I mean,
That's what
I leave our family car at home. It is unlocked so that you won't break my window to see there's nothing in here of value for you. But it happens.
Years ago, I lived in a trailer park, and that one older gentleman lived there. He never locked his door, you know, to right. He says, well, he says, from my experience, he says, if I lock the door, so they'll beat the door down and go in and take what they want. He said, this way I just lose whatever. I don't have to repair the door. So
It's true, unfortunately.
that's the world we're living in today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any questions, corrections, additions to the minutes? If not, we'll accept them as presented. And move along with that platinum security report. We'll try Daniel first.
Ready? Slow month for us, 95 calls from the rovers and only 9 expired passes this month. Everything else is detailed in the report.
Either you guys are getting them caught up on the passes, or you're slacking off on catching them.
Little.
Traffic is slow.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, Lawrence, you wanna go do your WPRF report?
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. We've had a small uptick in some of our traffic violations. The biggest concerns with me is we had 22 wrong way drivers. Some were show people who didn't know where to go. Some were people who just don't pay attention to the markings of the parking lot. So we've been working on that. And then the other small uptick we had is kids at the pool, and that's basically due to it being summer. So we're monitoring that for those two. That's where our focus is. And that's
As you look over is there any questions on either one of those reports? Okay, then is there I need a COP report. I see Alan or what? Oh, there he is. Okay,
They came in, I had to pick up somebody at the airport. The plane was very late. They had a medical emergency to get somebody off the plane.
Wow.
Anyhow, we're doing pretty good with the COPs. We had over 100 hours in the car last month. And some of the people are saying how they like it. The cars going around a little more. It's being seen more.
so
The
you,
only thing is, it's plain, the only thing is the traffic. The people in here, I just had it just now. I dropped the person off, I'm coming out of right over here by Wellington. I'm standing there, I stop at a stop sign, the gate is down. I start going out, this woman comes out and she's going around me. I'm out in the roadway and she comes through the gate and she's going out around me in front of me. I had a similar situation over on off Haverhill with the police car. I stopped for the stop sign, a car is heading south. In the intersection, he comes down, doesn't stop at the stop sign and comes out in front of me. But, I mean, that's my only thing with the COPs. Crazy's on the road.
so you got 9 drivers now, you say?
We got 9 drivers now.
How many do you have in training? You got any new ones?
No, not yet. I have to go, I'm gonna be up north for a couple of weeks. When I come back, I have a new poster that they came out for the COPs. I'm gonna see if we could put it on, like one of those signs where they tell you where the shows are.
Yeah.
In the lobby,
Let's see.
and see if that generates any more action.
Let's see if we can send a note up to Eva, see if we can get a board for you to put that up.
We'll do that. I'm going away next week, so.
Is it possible that they can put a sheriff car, close to the entrance of Haverhill? Because a lady stopped me one day that I was patrolling, she asked me, can you ask the sheriff to put a truck or car? Because after 6 p.m., the people coming, I guess, from Haverhill, coming from work, whatever, they are running. And I noticed that every time that I'm patrolling, I see they are seniors, they are driving, and they pass,
It's a North Drive, see?
very fast.
Yeah.
We were just talking about moving the decoy car over to that location, so
Yeah.
I'll get with
We said, well, we're trying to slow them down, but it's kind of hard to get them to.
Yes.
George, you have something?
Okay, I don't think Sergeant was properly introduced, so everybody knows him. Sergeant John Newcomb, the PVSO, obviously.
I think I met most of them.
I think he's gonna be assigned to our group
Permanently.
permanently, I think. I don't know, I was talking to the captain this morning. So we're waiting to see what happens, but in the meantime, he knows what he's doing, he's a
Well,
detective,
That's good.
all right?
All
At
right.
least by title, you know what I'm.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Questions?
Yes, ma'am.
The traffic light leaving the village at Haverhill
Yes.
is ever so long, the red light. And the cars are all the way backed up to the guardhouse.
Long to exit the village.
To exit the village to go left onto Haverhill. That light is, and there's going to be one day, something is going to happen big there.
I'll have I'll see if DOT will look at the timing on, see if it's appropriate for, or why it's timed out that way.
I mean, you get to the light, if you're not the fifth car in line, you might as well just sit there with the two traffic lights. That's
I've noticed that a couple of times when I was going left, and I think part of that stems from the walk light. You get somebody walking, they hit the thing, and that gives you an extra 15 or 20 seconds, however long it takes for that walk light. And that just additional people are lining up, and then when the light changes, you just have your regular time cycle, and it's just not enough time, so.
It's also,
But it's
also
longer.
a green arrow for the right turn.
Well, that's the right, but I'm talking about the left.
Yeah.
going
Yeah, but like
through
when John was
the-
talking about pushing a button across the street,
Yeah,
that's gonna add additional time onto the light.
yeah, but the
Yeah,
light in
but that's
itself has
still-
never been that long.
That's still, but if there's nobody, if that button's not pushed, that light will change.
Oh, yeah.
quicker.
Not that
So I think that presents part of the problem too.
Yeah. I understand that, but the light itself seems a lot longer than it
It
used to be
seems like.
because of the synagogue.
I'll see,
Traffic
I'll
stop.
check with the DOT guys and see, if maybe they have some reason
Well,
or.
they added another light coming out of the other, from the temple over there.
Right.
Yeah,
There didn't used to be a light on that side.
But hopefully if it's not being triggered,
Some.
maybe something is, motion wise, because they used to use the pressure sensors in the road, but now they use that camera that's actually picking up.
Okay,
I
well,
don't know
just
if I-
something. to look into.
Maybe it's picking up something that's making it feel like it needs to
Check it out
rotate.
and see what's.
if you could, that would be great, because.
Absolutely.
Lived here 11 years and that's never been, that light has never been that long or
No.
backed up
Yeah.
with cars.
It's
You
recent.
know, and I noticed that yesterday, not even so in season, but yesterday when like there's nobody around and.
I'll get with them by the close of business today
Thank you.
to look
Thought I'd
into it.
mention it.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Is that under old business or new business?
Both, in between.
Okay, is there any old
Sorry.
business? Any old business, new business? Good of the order.
That was it.
In old business.
You're in the old business. I couldn't see you from the chair. Okay,
It's still like he said that light, there's no stop sign after you come through the gate, as you're going out of the gate, there's no stop sign there. Where he said there, I hear every day, I'm right there on the corner, I can hear brakes, horns beeping, and I've seen a couple of accidents
well,
there.
part of that is the person driving. They have to pay a little bit of attention and be responsible. We can't police every person in their automobiles, and they have to take a little bit of responsibility.
Stop sign.
You can put 3 stop signs up there. Some of these people will just don't pay
They don't see
attention and they're gonna go.
They don't
That's what
want
they
to see
call
it.
mechanical failure, the loose nut behind the wheel.
There you go. That's it exactly.
It's 'cause there's not a stop sign, and it just he was trying to get out the gate.
We'll check into that, see if there's something that can be done, but I think part of that is the responsibility of the people driving. It's hard to police. Some of these folks get kind of hard headed. You can catch them dead to right and they'll still stand there and swear that whatever they're doing is the right thing to do, that, you're wrong. And, like I say, putting an extra stop sign up just reinforces their ability to say, I'm not stopping, and they'll blow right on through it. So
They even argue,
what we have is pretty much.
they even
been
argue with the
engineered.
police departments if there's police departments doing things wrong by giving tickets.
So
Why'd you give me a ticket? I didn't do anything wrong.
So we'll do-
It's been there, because I've seen almost about 4 or 5 of them myself.
we'll do what we can, but I think there's stop signs and everything have been engineered by the
Engineer.
Department of Transportation. So we're pretty much within the rights of where they're supposed to be. I don't think we'll need any additional signs, but we can take a look at it and see what can be done. If there's something to be done about it, we'll take care of it. Anybody else got anything? Donald, you got anything for us today?
No, boss.
Oh, man, that's too bad.
I'm treading water.
Any other new business? Ruthie, you got anything for us? No?
Not a thing. Just get a copy for the reporter and all, put it in.
Yeah, okay, thank you for an additional reminder. I've been lax and I'm not putting, I guess, writing an article for the paper for security. But I think everybody's been doing a pretty good job, so I'll come up with something for you.
Okay.
And anything else? We got going once, going twice? Looking for a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Take it anyway.
Second, thank you, everyone.
I guess we're adjourned.